We are out for our first real trail run with Redcat's Gen 9. This is that Scout 800 body, the next generation of Gen crawler from Redcat. 2-speed transmission, really nice. I have had this out the last 3 days and have really been having fun with it. A lot of fun. There are some bits that are missing. I'm just going to slow down for a second and show you. I had a couple rollovers, so the side mirrors are gone. And I busted up a driver's door handle yesterday, so that's a replacement. And I've got a little road rash right there and right there. And I've got a mystery crack in the body back there, but I'm not sure how that happened. At any rate, this thing's rolled at least 3 or 4 times. Not really due to unsteadiness, just more of excessive speed. When you kick this thing up into second gear, it can move quite fast. And we had quite a bit of snow and a lot of ice and a lot of slick conditions, which really made this fun to just slide around with and do donuts. And then some of that snow melted and then ice melted and we had exposed pavement. And I was sliding a few too many times and caught some pavement and over she went. But otherwise it's been a rock solid machine. Really been fun. This is low gear, the first gear that I'm in right now. A little on the loud side. Plus my romping through the snow probably doesn't help either. This is my first time also using this controller from Redcat. Probably their first time releasing this controller. I'm liking it so far. You know, interesting looking at it from the top view, where you see the steering knob is actually kicked out at the back and in the front. Personal preference, I might want that reversed, but you know, it is what it is. It's locked in. You can't change it. I can just, lightly thumb steer it. Might want to get a thumbstick for this going forward, but so far I'm really happy with this. Happy with the controller, happy with the truck. It has been everything I thought it could be. When Redcat said they were going to release the next generation of Gen crawler, as an owner of 3 Gen8 Scouts, they can only do, go up. I mean, it's a fantastic platform. For the money, you're getting an amazing rig. It's a lot of fun. So let's get back. Let's see if I can steer my way out of here. I'm going to keep her in low for a little bit, and we'll kick her up into high once we get off of some of the snow. I will say that the tires on this truck are very nice, very grippy, especially when you're going from ice to pavement. But and in general, they're just a nice, grippy tire. They have a tighter tread pattern than what the original Scout had with its Interco Super Swampers. These are Interco Super Swamper M16s. And you know what? Since I'm talking about that, let me get you a close-up of those tires. Not bad. But really nice. We had this out on the rocks yesterday. Had a little bit of trouble with that. Mainly because the rocks were wet and our tires were wet. So that just kind of gave us a little bit of a challenge, but we still made it through everything we wanted to. And this is like driving through a minefield with all these deer tracks out here. This truck just keeps on keeping on. So now we have it up in second gear, high gear, whatever you want to call it. little quieter, still kind of loud, but not bad. And this is just barely giving it throttle input. So we're gonna rip it. Whoa! Sweet! Oh geez, and we dumped it. Now better than hitting pavement. Better than hitting pavement. My driver's okay. I thought I lost another piece. That was fun. One-handed driving. Not easy. Roof again. As you can see, this thing can move in second gear. It's no slouch in first either, honestly. It can motor. It can motor. So if you like to get out and just, blast it, you can do that. If you have a nice smooth part of the trail, you can just kick this thing up into high gear and go. Otherwise, if you're hitting the rocks or just doing some more technical crawling, this rig can do it too. Really a fan of this rig. Really a fan of the body style. I like the 800. Really, before I spent a lot of time with this, I was more of a Scout 2 fan. But Redcat has just been doing phenomenal with their bodies. Whether it be crawlers or whether it be their lowriders, and I think their lowriders was really an opportunity for them to grow, try some things, and expand on what they could do. This is a multi-piece body. Looking at it, you have this piece is separate, this piece is separate, and the interior is all separate. And all those molded parts inside are all bolted in nice and tight. And then even looking inside, they've done an amazing job with that interior too. A decaled dashboard, but then you have brake pedal, clutch pedal, gas pedal down there, steering wheel, and four-wheel drive select and shifter knobs. There's even a window crank and an inside door latch for the doors. Even though the doors don't open, I appreciate that level of detail in a truck like this. And for the price, $399.99. I have spent a lot more money and gotten a lot less in scale, detail, and performance from a radio-controlled vehicle. So I am a fan of this. I'm a fan of this platform, the Gen 8 and now the Gen 9, and I really don't think you can go wrong. Is it perfect? Yeah, no. No vehicle is. And if you've heard me talk on the podcast or heard me in videos before, you know that no vehicle is perfect. But what we love to do as hobbyists and enthusiasts is we love to tinker, and we love to make these vehicles our own, and we like to improve on them however we can. And this rig, again, while not perfect, gives you a lot of runway to do some amazing stuff. Let's take a little break from the trail. I just want to go over some highlights of this truck as I was kind of talking about it and getting all amped up about it. I really just want to give you an idea of what to expect when, if and when you pick one of these up. So, again, 10th scale vehicle based on the Gen 8 platform. It's now the Gen 9. There are some adjustments to it. It has V3 portals with a little bit more durability underneath. Flip that up, take a peek underneath. A lot of it looks very familiar to what you'd expect to see out of the Gen 8. This is a new little setup though. The body release mechanism hooks in the back and latches in the front, making it super easy. Even, I think, a little more easier to take off and put on than the Velcro that you had with the Gen 8. Just my 2 cents on that. Another look at the chassis. You have your 2-speed shifter servo. There's your shifter linkage right there. Frontward mounted motor as we had before. Hexfly ESC. I'm running a 3S LiPo in there, no problem. Gives it plenty of get up and go. The receiver box is waterproof or water resistant. You see I've had this out in the snow and the slush and got a little bit of rust on some of that hardware, but it shouldn't be too bad. The rock sliders are a little bit different design. They are now meant to hold the body a little bit tighter and not let that body get pulled out and ripped out or rip off the sliders themselves, as I had that happen to me a couple times with those tube style sliders on the Gen 8. So really, if you're a Redcat fanatic and you have a Gen 8 or 2 or 3 or more, first off, congratulations. Second off, this is going to be very familiar to you, the whole platform. So again, there's a lot going on here for not a lot of money, which I love to see as a budget-minded enthusiast. Another thing I'm going to point out are these little holes here. If you are a hardcore crawler, you're going to know what those are. Those are rock light ports, so you can put rock lights in here. And Redcat also includes light buckets in the front and the rear, so you can throw lights in this truck very, very easily. I was thinking about throwing a Gen 8 light kit in here, and then I realized that I would have an extra light in the back. Now let's take a look at the controller. Pretty full featured if you really take a close look at it. Feels good in the hand, nice and lightweight. Might feel a little toy-ish to some. That's kind of up to you to decide. I like the feel, I like the style of it, I like the features of it. You have channel 3, which is your speed selector, and then you do have channel 4, which does nothing. I would actually have to take a deeper look at this to see if there's a 4-channel receiver in there, but you could put a 4-channel receiver in if there isn't one in there already to control your lights possibly, or control, you could put a winch in, you could do some other kind of accessory or thing to make your crawling experience that much more fun. So $399.99 is the street price for this truck. I think you're going to get a lot. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I'm having like I said, I've been having a blast with this truck. I love all the Redcat vehicles that I own, and I love all the Redcat vehicles that I've driven. So I think for the price, you're getting an amazing vehicle. You could spend more money on something else to get similar features. So if you're new to crawling, if you're new to the RC hobby, and you want to get into one of the fastest growing segments of the hobby, that's crawling and scaling and just getting outside, getting some fresh air, get outdoors, go for a hike, bring your truck, have a good time. This is a great vehicle to do it with. So to learn more about this truck, visit redcatracing.com. You can also visit rcnoob.com. I'll have some write-ups and I'll have more videos, more content on this. If you want to see an unboxing of this vehicle, check out bigsquidrc.com, where I did the unboxing video over there. They've got action footage of this vehicle. I will have my full review up over on Big Squid RC, so there's a lot of coverage that I'm doing for this rig in a lot of places. I hope you check it out. I hope you really enjoy it. Till next time, keep your batteries charged up, keep your nitro tops off. We'll talk with you later. That's just perfect. You just can't. As I drive off the trail into a snowbank with my arm.